shit today, but it's a bad day. I remember being down, had to sell my frames. $9 in my pocket, that's just pocket change. Just pulled 964.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Exotic Minds. Apologize for the little absence. I've been sick ever since like Saturday when I uploaded that last video, so energy been kind of low and stuff, but you know, I'm just still pushing through, keeping my mind right. That's the most important thing. When you do get sick, it might stop you like from your workouts and normal routine, but it should never stop self-developing, never stop reading, listening to the right things. All right, so quick little video topic I want to go over today is why you will relapse on semen retention. I'm gonna just go over certain things that will lead to it, and certain things that you're not doing will also lead to it. So I feel like the number one reason people relapse on semen retention is because when you're doing other lustful acts, like not related to sex at all. So when you're drinking, you're under the influence, or you're smoking, doing drugs, stuff like that. So when you're actually doing those things, you're not in the right state of mind to make the correct decisions. When I tried my first journey back last year in November, every time I relapsed, it was because, you know, I was under the influence of something. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was high. And, you know, once you're under those demonic things, you leave those demonic thoughts, you're like, damn, like I'm horny as fuck right now. And you don't really get like that. Like you might get that while you're like sober and stuff, but it's tenfold when you're under the influence. Another reason why you might relapse is because you're in certain environments where it will lead to a relapse. You know, like you're at a little kickback, you're at a party, you're at the bar. So number one thing we gotta fight is temptation. And once you're surrounded by temptation, you know, going out with your friends, they're gonna offer you like, man, you want a drink? Or, you know, you trying to hit this? That's another reason why you will relapse if you're around that environment and you're not able to control yourself yet. Like just starting off on your journey, it's gonna be hard to control yourself in those environments when you're already used to. So if you're struggling with that, I would stop doing drugs and stop drinking. I would work on that first before you try and stop doing semen retention, because if you're going to stop doing semen retention, you have to stop those two things, drugs and like alcohol. Those are like a no-go on semen retention. Another reason why you might relapse on semen retention is because you don't have a purpose and you're just wasting time. You know, most of the times I would relapse was when I was just sitting there not really doing anything. I was just kind of, you know, chilling, and I was like, damn, I don't got nothing else better to do. Might as well just bust one real quick. You want to avoid that. Like, you got to be doing something. You got to be utilizing your time always, reading, working towards your goals, self-developing, always. Even working, you know, if you got to pick up a job, you got to be doing something with your time always, working out. Always got to be active, man. You don't really got time to just be sitting around and not doing shit anyway. As a man, you shouldn't be doing that. Try and stay away from video games too, because, you know, I feel like video games are a big time waster. I would say like it's okay if you can limit yourself, maybe it's like an hour or a certain time from a day, but I know how it is, 'cause I used to be a big gamer head, so I know it's very difficult to just limit yourself to an hour a day or so. And even when you're playing video games, you know, getting those little dopamine rushes. So after you're done gaming, you're like, you know, damn, it's late at night, tired. Let me just bust one real quick. Like, see what I'm saying here? So basically, you just want to make sure you're always doing something, always, you know, grinding towards something. That's really the main focus here, and stay away from those other lustful acts of drinking and smoking and doing any type of drugs. Nicotine is another one also, like vaping. That is another thing. Vaping is like smoking cigarettes, and nicotine destroys willpower. I learned that in Outwitting the Devil. That's a book I recommended in my last video, Outwitting the Devil. I'm telling y'all, if you haven't read it or you haven't listened to it, you need to listen to it. That will basically, in that book, it breaks down why people relapse in that book. Basically, it tells you certain things to stay away from, It tells you certain things you should be doing all the time. So yeah, that was just a little quick video on probably why you will relapse on semen retention, or at least why I was relapsing when I was struggling at first. All right, I'll catch y'all.